All right, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to get into a lesson concerning how it's the Lord, Yahweh Shai, that moves us to prophesy against Edom. Because ultimately this is a commandment of the Lord. This is not of our own emotions and feelings. No, this is a commandment of Yahweh Shai. We're declaring His intents and purposes. And that's the downfall of the so-called white man. And the scripture says that persecution and all these things will take place. So, but it's for the word's sake. Just because we said Yahweh Shai, we said the Lord is going to overthrow this man. We never said we're going to do it. No, Yahweh Shai said it. Matter of fact, because the fashion He chose to overthrow this man, He could have used Israel, of course. A plethora of other things to overthrow kings and empires as He's done before. But it's going to be by the way of this word. Let's get it. The book of Wisdom, Solomon 12:9. He said, not that thou was unable to bring the ungodly under the hand of the righteous in battle. And this concerning those Canaanites and how the Lord drove them out. That process He used, as you read up, He talks about how He sent wasps, and other plethora of things to drive them out. Well, it's no different today. It's not like the Lord couldn't use the righteous to overthrow this man. Hey, shit, when you go back, you look at Gad, and Gad was getting Esau's ass. But the Spirit of the Lord, was pretty much in the favor of Esau because that was his time. And that's why the Gatling gun came about, because it was still the season of Esau. But it's not like the Lord, Yahweh Shai, can't use His men, to overthrow this devil, man. But in this time, this is not the formula. It says, or to destroy them at once with cruel beasts. See? Which you can read that, I believe that's in 2 Kings 17. Pretty much, those heathen was in the land, the Lord had lions to devour them. They had to have the priest to come in and show them how to, So it's not like the Lord could have the beast to come and wreck shit. These are the different, everything is at the disposal of the Lord. And this is just a glimpse on how the Lord have taken down these kingdoms, man, these certain powers. It says, or with one rough word, see? And that's the formula Yahweh Shai is using in this time. That rough word. Matter of fact, what's that? Yep, this is Proverbs 17 and 11. It says, an evil man seeketh only rebellion. That's the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. He only seeks rebellion. Everything he do is contrary to what's acceptable of Yahweh Shai. It's only rebellion from His laws and legislations. This nigga got a certain regiment diet, but it involves pork chops. But instead of you bake the pork chops. That's still rebellion, man. But on all levels, this man is rebellious. It says, therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. See? And we're those cruel messengers. And who sent us? Yahweh Shai. So that's that rough word, that cruel messenger, that dreadful sound. because the things we're saying, this doctrine is not in the favor of this devil, as well as these other nations, but chiefly Esau. Why? Because he's that mountain. Matter of fact, let's go to it. The book of Ezekiel, 35th chapter, which this is a commandment to do this. This is Jake want to talk about the law, statutes, commandments. Well, how about this one? This is also in the commandment. This is Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. See? So as you can see, it says, set thy face against Mount Seir. So, hey, that's our doctrine, man. It's against this devil. Our stance is against Mount Seir. How fitting. This scripture is to be read in these times. Why? Because Esau is a mountain now. He's the one that's in power, that's in rulership. We going to the summit meetings. Who do you see? Esau. Show you that they're the ones at the top of the mountain. It says, and say unto it. See? That's that rough word. Thus saith the Lord power. See, we saying, at the end of the day, we saying Yahweh Shema Shai gonna do this, man. We're not promoting any form of being carnal with this devil. It talks about that how King David said, I would not trust in my bow. The scripture says, curse you man and trust in man, make a flesh his arm. Also, when the time of trouble comes, it talks about how also that the succor of men was not there. The aid of man, from your guns to the stacks of food, your bunker, all these things that's in this carnal realm that's as a use for safety, is going to be to no avail. It's going to have to be through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord have grace and mercy upon us. When everything goes to shits. But the point is, it says, thus saith the Lord power. So this is from Yahweh Shema Shai. These threats is from the Lord, man. That's why we read in the scripture. It said, thus saith the Lord power, behold, on Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee the most desolate. See? I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. See? You're going to know about Yahweh Shema Shai. And this is the beginning stage. We telling you about it. The Lord and his intents and purposes. Which is ultimately the violent overthrow of, America, man. The uprooting of the Edomites and the heathen. And this is not going to be a quiet transition. Like overnight. How ancient Babylon, overnight, you get a message from a herald. Darius the Mede is now ruling. No, man. It's going to be an emphatic judgment. And that's why you see in this process now, this declaration is emphatic. And this man, his reaction is, he's in great fear. And ultimately, he's going to come down with great wrath. But as you can see, it's the Lord, sending forth these threats through his men. Matter of fact, I think it's another one in the book of Jeremiah, chapter, was it 50? 51. Jeremiah 51, verse 25. It reads, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mount, saith the Lord. See? And who is that destroying mount? Edom. By the way of America being the hammer of the earth. Through America, you see destruction in the wake. When you see a McDonald's, best believe America has been there. That was part of that destruction that was left in the wake. Or you see a pride flag. All those are forms of destruction, as well as on the on a physical scale. This man lead from these airstrikes and buildings and shit bullet holes everywhere. But on all levels, this man bring forth destruction. But as you can see, the Lord said, I'm against thee. And guess what? We with Yahweh Shemel on this, man. We got the same spirit of the Lord. Talks about I hate them that hate thee. I have hated many things, but none like him, because the Lord would hate him, man. You know? So we're against this man as well, because we have the spirit of power of Yahweh Shemel upon us, man. Matter of fact, before I go back, let's get this real quick, because us having the spirit of the Lord, automatically, by default, you're going to prophesy against him. The so-called white man, Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, which are the modern day Edom, the Edomites, which are the modern day white man. So let's get this in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 7. It reads, for the spirit of the Lord filleth the world. And that's what you're seeing now. The knowledge of the glory of the Lord is filling the earth by the way of his men declaring this word. That sound went throughout all the earth. It says, and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice. Therefore, he that speak of unrighteous things cannot be hid. So us possessing this light, you know, this man being exposed to this light, by default, you're going to point this man out, man. Automatically, he's going to be brought up. That's why I said that the unrighteous, he that speak of unrighteous things cannot be hid. So he's going to be brought up on charges, man. Why? Because that light is on him. Us possessing this word, you know, the testimony of Yahushua, which is also being compared to light. You're going to talk about this man. You're going to prophesy against him. It says, neither shall vengeance when it punisheth pass by him. And that shows also that we talking about the Lord bringing forth that time of vengeance, man. That time of destruction. Why? Because ultimately it's for him. When you go into the book of Thessalonians, which goes back to Genesis, the 4th chapter, it talks about how Cain, he will be hid, and whoever will find him will slay him. And when you go to Thessalonians, it talks about how then that wicked will be revealed. Then the Lord shall destroy him with the brightness of his coming. So you seeing that process now. The wicked is being revealed. The so-called white man, he is the problem of what's taking place on planet Earth. You know, he is the wicked that the devil that the Bible speaks of. That saying it makes more and more sense every day, man. You know, because that light is, you possess that light, you see it clearly, man. As we get closer to that perfect day, it says, for inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly. So this man is being heavily scrutinized. You know, it says, and the sounds of his words shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. See? So the report is going back to Yahweh Shemel, man. And it showed that this man, you know, those characteristics match up with him as being the wicked, man. Esau. But just going back, by us having this word, we're gonna prophesy against Edom, man. And this is a commandment at the end of the day, you know, to prophesy against the so-called white man. America, Babylon the Great, this system, this man, this structure that he have built, you know, and it's not like we pushing for the Russians to. No, they are part of prophecy, but hey, fuck them too as well, man. We prophesy against it. Talks about how the Lord is against Gog and Magog as well, man. You know, so going back to Jeremiah chapter 51, Jeremiah 51 verse 25, it reads, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mount, said the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and I will roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. So as you can see, the Lord is bringing forth these threats. He said he's against Esau pretty much. Yeah, it might say Babylon, but we know that translates to America in this time. Because everything, what What other conclusion can you come to about concerning this place? This has to be Babylon in the Greek. And that judgment, it says a burnt mountain. That's World War III, man. We just, only thing we're doing is we're narrating the judgments, you know. And we all for it, man. We all for the Lord overthrowing this man. We all for, you know, Yahweh Shai uprooting this man. Because we understand those promises of righteous rulership. You know, it's not going to be somehow we in power and it's still red lights and bus stops and shit. But it's under just like how Jake did the Roman Empire. No, man. No, it's going to be righteousness in the earth, man. You know? So, matter of fact, going back to the point, as I mentioned, that, you know, we're with the Lord in his judgment, man. This is the book of Psalm 48. And verse 11, it said, let Mount Zion rejoice. Let the daughters of Judah be glad because of thy judgment. See? So we with the Lord in his judgment. We actually rejoice. And that's why when you jump to Revelation 18 chapter, talks about how the prophets and the holy apostles rejoiced. Why? Because the Lord finally destroyed Babylon, man. You know? See, prophecy is in our favor, man. So why not push it? Of course, you're going to get some heat behind it, because this man don't want no parts of it. That's Cain. Cain said his punishment greater he could bear. Talks about how once we was awakened, great fear fell upon them. You know? But at the end of the day, we know that we one step closer, man. At the end of Edom. So yeah, I just hope to be edifying, like to give all praise on and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash.